So we're going to work through some hip stretching, primarily the backside of the hip with this sequence, sort of glutes. It's in yoga, it's called a pigeon pose. And it's sort of a supine, a lying down pigeon. And we use a wall as a prop, or you can use a tree, you can use a bench or something that you can put your leg against. So go ahead and put one leg up on the wall, foot flat. The determining factor here, how flexible you are, is going to be how close you get to the wall. If you find it too easy, just come a little closer. If it's too difficult, come a little further away. Cross your other leg up over top. Then you do a lot of yoga, Michelle, so you're quite flexible. And in this position, where we start, you're going to take both hands, keeping both hips down on the mat or on the floor or on the ground. Push that knee away from you. And you should be feeling a stretch on the back side of that right glute. Okay? So you hold these for a period of time, starting with 30, 40 seconds, working up to a minute or more, and then you're going to get into that plastic stage of the muscle where you're actually going to gain some length. The other component of this stretch, just reach behind. I want you to interlace your fingers and reach behind your knee. You're going to try to continue to counter push that knee out with your elbow and then gently pull the foot off the wall. And that just stretches you a little differently. Right? One of these stretches gets a bit more of the hip capsule, the inert tissue, and one gets a little bit more of the hip muscles, the knee muscles. And then back against the wall. The key with this is you keep your head down on the pillow. You see a lot of people doing this stretch and they're cranking their neck up. Yeah, and they're just coming in with neck injuries later on. And the third component of this stretch, just reach behind your knee with both hands and try to pull it up to your chest and your opposite shoulder without rotating off. And you feel that stretch on the backside. And again, you hold it for 30 seconds to start, 3 or 4 times, and working up from there to as long as you want to hold. And then it's very easy to just switch legs. Opposite thing. Pushing out, reaching around, keeping the counter pressure with your elbow, gently off the wall, and then pulling over to your opposite shoulder. Okay, so that's safely to get the whole backside of the glutes. You can finish that off with a very simple, just pulling the knee all the way up to the chest. Right? And we try to come almost out and around the ribs and into the armpits. And you've got flexible hips, that's easy for you to do, but again, we're just mobilizing the backside of the hip and starting to mobilize the lumbar spine a little bit. These two things go really hand in hand. You can do that one side, you can do it with both.